Mm-hmm.
There we go. Now this will tell me.
And we'll give it a few
minutes. It's working on it.
Yeah.
And it goes automatic now. See, it's doing. They copy off each other. I think that's funny. Because before you had to hit. No. Go live is on Facebook. Here it goes automatic.
The settings are different.
So you got to be real careful what you say.
Yes.
Because if you say the wrong freaking thing, it'll get caught on camera. Hey,
yes.
Here we are. Okay, anyone in the chat?
With YouTube, yeah, if you click on the one program we use, start streaming, it's just automatic.
Yes.
It goes real fast on YouTube.
Facebook, you have to you have to consent to the...
yeah, Facebook, it's a different setup.
In Mama Jamma.
Yeah.
Anybody here? Hello?
So we'll give it a few minutes to get people creeping on into the chat. It's been a few weeks.
We have time to make out?
Right here?
I mean, no, a check to for our mortgage.
Oh.
What do you think I'm talking
Grim,
about?
we're doing a show. We don't have time for that.
What do you think I'm talking about? I'm talking about making out a check. Oh,
Grim, we don't have time for that right now.
You're such, oh my gosh.
We have people in the chat.
And I don't know, I feel very uncomfortable sitting here. Anyway, hey, look, they're all here. Connie
There's
Cleary.
Miss Nora, there's Connie, there's Movie and Toy Collector 13. Awesome.
Drake H loves
a fellow YouTuber.
Drake H loves the TV guides too. Hey, that's cool.
There's Albert. Hello there, Albert.
Albert's like, hey, plenty of time, man.
Drake's here. Bobby Harvey's here.
Now the show gets really good.
Greg is here.
Oh yeah, we get to talk about anything.
This will be fun.
Always is. The Hangover is such a different vibe from the Hangout. It's
more interactive where we can read more of your comments and chat with you a little more than when we host the Hairy Scary Hangout, where it's a little... Even though we read the comments, it's a little more... we try to have it more structured.
Well, a little bit more structure there.
And on a time... Yeah, with the timing in the movie and everything.
It's very organic, very freeform.
Yeah.
Hangover.
And Miss Juliet is here. She has a really cool Facebook group, Svengoolie Queen of Screams.
Yes.
Or Scream Queens. Something like that. But it's a lot of fun.
Drake H says, any nudity in tonight's show? Just when I took my top off, that was about it.
Louie's naked.
So you missed that. We have
he's really furry though.
Naked cats here.
We have a naked cat.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Walking around.
Lou, what do you want? I know what you want. That's a stupid question, isn't it? Now come on up, buddy.
Guest starring Louie the cat.
Here, hold this for me so I can pick this guy up. Come on, buddy. I know what you want. Ugh, I think
he wants to cuddle.
You might want treats, though. I don't know. Let's see.
Probably treats and cuddles.
Put that down here now so we can...
All of it.
There we go. Say hello to everyone, Lou.
Say hi, Louie.
Hello, Louie.
And Michael is in the chat. Hey there. All right. So, this is the Hairy Scary Hangover. I'm Janet Decay the Mummy.
And I'm Grimm Gorri the Monkey.
And we host Cheesy B Movies on our Facebook fan page, The Mummy and the Monkey. Tonight's movie was 1972's Grave of the Vampire. And we're going to try to put the replay of it on YouTube tomorrow.
That's right.
And then it also live streams, it simulcasts on Public Media Network through Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire Stick. And it just pops up when we go live. It's on there.
We got the big prize winner in the house, Gary Smith.
Smith.
Won tonight's show prize. That's our 2 DVDs, convention DVDs, that we would use in our DVD player, you know, that kind of samples what we do.
Yeah, very cool.
All right, cool. So, yeah, Connie Cleary says subscribe and hit the like button. Why would they block that from her? I
don't know. She's one of our viewers.
She's one of us, right?
Yeah.
One of us. All right, cool. So what is the topic for tonight's Hairy Scary Hangover, Janet?
Well, Halloween is around the corner.
Halloween? What?
Yes, well, think about it.
I got a black cat sitting here.
Well, think about it. It's back to school season, and shortly after that,
pretty scary.
All the stores are going to start putting out Halloween stuff. So early August or mid to late August, you're going to start to see that in the stores. And I love that time. Like, I love Halloween time, and we're Halloween year-round, obviously, with what we do here.
No kidding.
But I love that in-between time of year when you see that first glimpse of, like, Halloween stuff at the stores.
I can smell it in the air.
Because it's, like, fresh and new, and, you know, the fall season's coming up soon.
And you know who's been doing a good job with, I think, the Halloween offering, in my opinion? the Dollar Tree, the dollar store, Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree does get in some decent stuff sometimes. It's very...
Yes, for the past bunch of years, I mean, probably for the past 15 years at least, they've been having stuff made specifically. I mean, they're that popular, obviously. I mean, why not buy something for a dollar? Especially if it's something you only use for a little while. I mean, people don't want to spend a lot of money on decorations.
Yes.
So not only do they put out good decorations, but they put out decent decorations.
Sometimes it is decent. Sometimes we do find some cool things from the dollar stores.
Yeah. So,
they don't endorse us in any way. We're just commenting on our opinions.
So what were you telling me earlier today? That there are people already doing like previews on Dollar Tree and other stuff.
Yeah, so I was going on to YouTube.
Home Depot or something?
Earlier today when we were starting to get ready for the show and I was fixing my hair and everything. And there's people doing Dollar Tree reviews of the latest and greatest Halloween decorations.
Somehow they have the inside Iggy on what might be coming out, right?
Or maybe their store has it set up yet, because ours doesn't yet.
Well, yeah, trust me.
And maybe it depends on your part of the globe.
Yeah, in the product world, if you're not familiar, I know a little bit about it. The stuff that's shipped to stores is probably already a year in development. I mean, they've already had it. It's already been shipped. The Halloween stuff is already done.
Yeah, like they have to plan it out in advance to get everything made.
So it's printed, done, shipped from China, wherever it comes from, and it's sitting in boxes already waiting to get into the stores. So is the Christmas stuff, obviously. That's already done for this year.
Yeah.
They're planning next Christmas now.
Pretty much.
Yeah, they're always a year in advance with made
There's a ton of comments, so let's check them out real quick.
Okay, last year in August, Home Depot at 117, they had a life-size werewolf with glowing eyes behind a Christmas tree display.
Ooh.
It was set up as the werewolf was going to jump behind out of the tree. What was it about the skeleton you were telling me?
So,
12 foot?
Home Depot has been getting, like every year they've been putting out some really crazy giant decorations.
Yeah, a T-Rex one year.
There was a T-Rex skeleton. Yeah. Now they're going to have a 12-foot skeleton.
They had that last year, by the way.
Well, they're releasing them again.
It was very popular.
I think they're having like there's a human skeleton, and then I think there's some other creature, but a 12-foot skeleton to put in your yard. How cool is that?
Very cray. Yeah, you could see it from well, at least across the street. Right?
I wonder how much they are. I might have to try to get us one.
They're in the area of about maybe a couple $100.
Might have to try to scrounge that.
We don't see those at yard sales.
Yeah, I never find those at the yard sales or the thrift stores. I think everyone who buys a 12-foot skeleton probably ends up keeping it.
Moon over Miami, what's up?
Hello, Moon over Miami. Let's check out the other comments.
Yes, there's a lot coming through right now.
We want you to join too, Grimm Gorri. Oh yeah, because Julia has that Svengoolie group page. Okay. So that I'm a part of, and you should join it too, Grimm.
I will. So let's address the white cat in the house. James Muscarella asks, "Hey Louie, how's Ringo doing?" Okay, so let's talk about that. That's something we should talk about.
Yeah. So there's a story time, and then we'll get back to Halloween stuff and horror movies.
Kind of, this all relates to our outing last Saturday to the Cinema Wasteland thing.
Yes. So last Saturday, on the way back to the crypt to the Erie Cinematary here.
From the convention.
From the Cinema Wasteland show. So Saturday night, we're driving back.
Minding our own BI business.
And I said to Grimm,
suddenly,
"Hey, there's a cat near the sidewalk," and it was next to a tree.
Very close to where we live.
And I'm like, "There's a black cat there." He goes, "Should we stop?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's see if he's friendly. Let's see if he's okay." And there was this little skinny, bony black cat that was super friendly. He let us pet him. And we took him back here and fed him because he was so skinny. We felt bad.
Now,
and we were worried.
Drake H asked a good question. We stole someone's cat? No.
No.
We saw that there was a cat that seemed to be a little, that may have been in need of some help, although it was friendly. But the first thing we did was we contacted a local cat. A
local cat rescue place.
Right.
And
let them know that there was possibly a lost cat.
Yes.
That we were going to take care of until the owner was found, or if it wasn't found.
Because it had a flea collar on its neck, and the fur was missing around its neck.
Yeah, it looked like.
And then when you pet the cat, it was very bony and skinny,
and this was
our hearts sank because we thought the cat needed food and needed help. And
Yeah, this was later at night. It wasn't like in midday.
yeah, it was like late Saturday night.
So we thought we were doing the right thing, and we tried our, and in a way, we question ourselves. And if someone's cat got out, and we learned after the fact, we did finally find, the actual owner contacted the one of the places that was.
So let me finish the story.
Go ahead.
So we contacted a local rescue place that does fostering, and they do the TNR for the feral cats. And they shared it all over the different online groups and different pages. Right. And all weekend long, we were by the phone hoping we would hear something. And we didn't hear anything back on anyone claiming this cat.
That's right.
There was one person missing a cat, but it was like in another town, and it didn't quite match the description.
Right, it had different coloration.
We did talk to the people looking for that cat, and it didn't match up.
They shot that down real quick,
yeah,
because it was too far away geographically to have been their cat, and it turned out that it wasn't.
So the cat was eating, but then the cat had really bad diarrhea. And I got really worried because there's this little skinny bony cat, and the cat's eating but not going to the bathroom right. It wasn't looking normal. So Sunday I tried taking the cat to an emergency vet, and a vet tech looked it over because they were so busy with emergencies they couldn't look at him. And the vet tech goes, well, he's stable, he should be okay, but call around to try to get him in to get looked at. Well, Monday we took him to an emergency vet because we couldn't get him in sooner, and we felt bad. We didn't know what was going on with this kitty. And we love cats, and of course, if there's a cat that needs help, we're going to try to help it.
Right, because case in point, we had a neighborhood cat that would come around, we would feed it, but this guy didn't want anyone's help, even in the last throes of his life, okay?
Yeah, there was an outside cat that we tried to take to the vet to get emergency care.
Yeah, we would
and he would fight us, and he ran away, and then we never saw him
At one point, all we wanted to do was make sure...
And we think this outside cat maybe...
He's gone for sure,
He probably died somewhere.
Yeah, well... From what I saw, it didn't look very good.
He didn't look good at all.
You can't climb stairs and you're flopping over yourself. That's not a good sign. But yeah, all we want to do with that cat, in that case, was take him in, get him fixed up so he could be a feral cat for the rest of his life.
Right.
Looked like he had way more years left in him, but he might have gotten something, yada, yada, yada.
So we did take him to this emergency vet.
Right.
They didn't know either, really, because we didn't know where the cat came from. We didn't know his story.
No history.
He wouldn't tell us the story.
History, right.
And... they prescribed us some dewormer meds. They gave him flea meds and antibiotics just in case if maybe he had an infection, and that's what might have been causing the diarrhea. Turns out the cat was 8 years old. His nickname, was Smelly or Stinky, and he had IBS. The cat had IBS, and, he was on stomach medication, and we did find the owner. The cat rescue place did message us Tuesday afternoon, because they saw that someone posted Tuesday afternoon that they were missing their cat, and the cat went missing on Saturday in the same area that we found this cat in.
So obviously this is the best outcome to one of these stories you could ever want, right? I mean, the original owner, finally, they get reunited with their lost pet, and that's what we really wanted to happen.
At first, we had a friend that was interested in adopting a cat. And we thought, well, if we don't find the owner, maybe he could go home with a friend.
Because we really can't have any more.
Because we have enough crypt kitties. Yeah, we have enough kitties here. So we thought maybe we could get him a home, and maybe someone would be interested if we couldn't find the owners.
And that's a crazy thing, because when you see something like this, your mind starts going everywhere. We were,
And we were so worried, about this little kitty for nonstop taking care of him and checking on him. And turns out he did belong to someone, and she was worried sick. So she was really happy to get her kitty cat back.
Yes. So ultimately we did reunite it with its original owner, which was a great thing.
Yeah.
But it was very, it was very emotionally, it's an emotional roller coaster.
It was an emotional roller coaster. And then we had to break the news to our friend that this cat did belong to someone. But
we got him in touch with people that have plenty of cats to adopt, so it's not a problem.
And now our friend is going to be a cat dad to some kittens.
Twice. Two
from the same litter.
That's right. So everything worked out in the end, which is what you want in a story like this, right?
Yeah, so that's the end of the cat story. And but we did do a YouTube video, but I took the video down after finding the owner.
Yeah.
And took some posts down because, the cat had an owner, we just didn't know. And
So, and if you want, and you were like really worried about, and you got to think of it this way. If that cat was it was one of these cats that people let out, because there are cats in our neighborhood that are like that.
There are some feral kitties that
not
people,
feral, but,
or wild kitties.
Well, no. There are people that.
Well,
that
this cat was an indoor cat that just got out.
Yeah, but like
from what it sounded
Mr.
like.
Orange has an owner, but we call this cat Mr. Orange that lives across the street.
Yeah.
But he goes out and about.
Not all the time, but sometimes he's let out. But he does.
Yeah. And he comes back to his original home. This cat wasn't like that. This was because the owner said, "I don't know how they got out."
Yeah, so he snuck out.
We've had that happen with some of our cats.
A little wayward kitty
that should not be out, because the same thing could happen to them. We wouldn't know. Who knows if they would come back, if they would run into the street? Because we have one cat at least. We have one cat that will never leave the house, which is great. One cat that needs to be taken out every day. But
one that will come back.
But will definitely come back, and one
where we don't know.
Right. So I think of that example. If that one got out, and you'd be a wreck.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's
microchipped though, but
it doesn't matter.
That way.
Well, but
no, we obviously don't want him.
But I think of all the scenarios. Forget about someone else finding him. What if he doesn't make it all the way across the street?
Right. Like, what if he got hit by a car?
He ain't supposed to, because he doesn't know.
What if another animal got him?
Right. The one that does go out knows better. Will never go on the street.
Is afraid of cars.
Yeah. Who will run right back in the house.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So let's continue on. That's enough of the cat talk.
Yes. Are we done with that?
Well, we got that story out because we had people ask about that story. Yes. So, okay. Let's read the comments. There's a ton of comments. Grimm, can you help me?
I can't.
Let's see.
A cat.
Are you going to raffle off the cat? No, we are.
No way, Jose. What, Louie, I think they asked.
Hi, Lois. Congratulations again, Gary. I don't think I'm getting all the comments.
David Waldman said, more exciting than the movie. That is true. It was definitely a roller coaster of emotion.
John says, we were once given a kitten from a wild litter someone found in the woods. It turned out to be a vicious wild animal. I had to get rid of it. Oh,
that can happen. That can happen. Yes,
yeah, if they're very feral. Yeah. I hope I stroll past you guys if I ever go strolling Stick and Brody.
We'll pick you up and bring you in.
Why was the cat so skinny, says John. Okay, so the cat had IBS. And he was also an older little skinny cat.
That needed medication.
That was on stomach medicine. So he was probably on special food, special medicine. And with, if he has IBS, he's not maybe holding his weight up.
Right.
So that explained it. But us not knowing and we just find a little skinny, bony cat, I was worried. I'm like, this cat looks like he's starving.
So our logic went to this.
Take the cat home and feed him.
Our critical thinking went to this.
Yeah.
It went to, okay, somebody had a cat. They didn't, they were familiar because the cat knew how to use a litter box.
He was good. He used the litter box.
But it was affectionate. It wasn't
very friendly.
It had a flea collar on. But who knows? You think whatever you want. We thought maybe somebody just didn't want the cat anymore and let it go for a few weeks.
Because some people do abandon cats.
That's not what happened here.
And that's not what happened here.
It literally just got out.
Just got out.
We didn't know.
Yeah.
We tried to help. And that's what's important. And we did.
Lois says, I've adopted several feral cats, both full-grown cats and kittens. It always worked out well. But I had to be very patient and learn to leave everything up to the cat.
That's right. And the important thing to remember in this case was the night we found him, that exact same night, within hours.
It's the night
you contacted the cat.
Yes. A cat rescue place. I contacted them right away, asking what I could do, if there's help, if there's fosters.
Right. And they answered. They got back to you.
Yes, they did.
On the same night. So it's all documented. Mm-hmm. It's not like we're out there just, there's a dog.
No, we have enough pets. Believe us, we have enough pets.
It's just
But I felt bad and wanted to try to help them.
Yes, you would have too, probably.
Yeah, I mean, of course. So if you find a little friendly cat or dog, of course you're going to try to help them.
I go into people's houses and find animals and take them.
No. We have enough animals here, and this is one big animal I got to deal with here.
Yeah, never that. I mean, we're all about, obviously, the animals being with the people that they know, because we all know animals are people. They think they're people, so, you got to go back to them.
All right, so.
Oh, Albert says he loves Stray Cats. Saw them on the 4th anniversary show. Hey, I just bought a Brian Setzer CD I don't have, so there you go.
All right, so.
Albert's famous
stuff. Have you guys seen Halloween stuff in stores near you?
I haven't yet. Have you?
I haven't yet.
Looking for it.
I saw back to school stuff, but no Halloween yet. But there's people on YouTube
I've seen Christmas stuff.
Christmas stuff? What?
You might.
No.
Yeah.
Well, maybe at the Goodwills we see Christmas stuff.
No, I'm talking about in like at a Walmart.
I haven't seen any at a Walmart.
You will see. I mean,
like in September, I think they set up Christmas.
Oh boy, no, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Way early.
Yeah, they do. I've seen it.
Bobby said at Walmart he's seen Halloween already.
Oh.
It could be.
Maybe.
It's the second biggest retail holiday.
It is. It really is.
And for a good reason.
Louie. Louie's wanting attention. Hi, buddy.
Yes, so JB says, I think I saw some Halloween decorations the other day. I saw candy corn, oh yeah, at Walmart. So yeah,
nice.
It's creeping in. Of course it's creeping in.
Don't scratch my leg, Louie.
Yeah.
That's not nice. All right, so, yeah, Target, we bought Target Halloween decorations the one year, and they had Universal Monsters.
Drake H is a joker, by the way.
He is. He's him with the jokes here. What are you doing, buddy? I think he wants treats.
Hey, if you didn't tune into the first half hour of our show, we recently picked up a stray cat. No.
Enough of that.
It really has been almost a half
enough
an hour
of the story.
On that roller
I'm trying to
coaster,
continue on, Grim.
Emotional roller
All right,
coaster.
enough.
I know. Kirk
okay.
Carrington says he has a special costume planned for this year.
Ooh, special costume.
A mummy one?
A monkey one?
Nah.
A mummy monkey? Maybe he's gonna dress up like a cat.
Drake H needs a drink. Somebody out there close to Drake in his vicinity, bring him something.
Louie knocked mine over.
Oh no!
He knocked over my
Shotty?
My shotski.
Oh boy, is it all over?
It's all over the tablecloth.
Well, suck on that.
No, that's okay.
I
don't know where that cloth has been.
I don't care.
Anyways, but yeah, one year we bought some fun Halloween decorations at Target. They had Universal Monsters. Like figurines and like light up displays, really cool stuff. And I think that stuff's hard to find now. Now it's like collectible, but
it sure is.
Yeah, but that was really fun.
Oh, Juliet Shakespeare, that's very sweet.
Thank you for the super chat. That's awesome.
You. Yeah, that is very nice. I mean,
very cool. Thank you guys. It's not necessary, it's not required, but it does help support the channel. It is appreciated. And, so we can keep putting content out there.
Yes, exactly. And we're trying our best, yes.
All right, some Halloween movies coming out.
Yes.
Some horror films.
Like what?
So Morbius comes out in 2022, the vampire.
It is coming out?
Morbius, 2022.
The Jared Leto movie.
No.
Yeah, Morbius.
Jared Leto?
He plays Morbius.
What?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
That hot slab of man meat's playing Morbius, baby.
Oh, I didn't know who was playing.
Yeah, Jared Leto.
But that's coming out in 2022.
He also plays the Joker in the what is that thing called? Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I didn't like the first one.
But it looks good.
The new Suicide Squad?
No. Yes, that looks good because our good friend David Dasmalchian's in it.
Yeah, that one should be better.
But the original one,
I wasn't.
With Will Smurf and the other.
I wasn't a big fan of it.
Oh,
that's just me though.
That's
my opinion.
No, but.
Okay.
Yes.
I gotcha. I hear you. All right, so Halloween. So there's 2 Halloween movies. You know the Halloween series where they made like 50 million of them, and they just can never kill Michael Myers. Halloween Kills comes out in 2021.
Whoa.
Comes out this year.
Was that okay? Who directed that?
I don't know. I'd have to Google it.
Look, Jim Hearns.
Jim Hearns, $10 super chat. Thank you.
Great show as usual tonight. You ought to have a contest for Halloween costumes this year. For What Do You Do a segment.
That's a great idea, Jim.
I like that. A Halloween contest.
Yeah.
Have a really nice prize.
That would be fun.
I like that. Good thinking, Jim.
Yeah, I think we'll have to do that.
They make the show.
We want to put out a Halloween special, too. There's so much we need to do. So much we need to work on. But yeah, they're coming out with Halloween Kills later this year, and then Halloween Ends in 2022. I'm guessing Halloween Ends would be the final Halloween, or at least maybe the final one with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, John Biggins for the $10 super chat.
Thanks. You.
Hey, not a problem. We love animals. Obviously, she loves animals.
I love animals. I mean, what would Dick Goddard do?
Yeah.
What would Dick do?
Yes.
So we have to think about the animals.
She's all about Dick.
Dick Goddard, yes.
Anyway.
We have to trust in Dick Goddard.
Just saying. Steven Seagal will be starring in a hollow screen cause nobody will show up.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's Steven Seagal, but every movie's a horror movie.
Now everyone's talking about Steven Seagal because you brought it up.
Will Christmas says his dad loved candy corn. One time he found tubs of it on a closeout sale, and he wound up with doomsday prep quantities of it.
Wow, well,
yeah.
you'd never run out.
What's your favorite part of candy corn? Is it the orange part, the white part, or the yellow part?
All of the above.
Yeah, I think I like the yellow part.
Candy corn I like, but I can't eat that much of it because it's so sweet.
Well, my teeth are full of cavities. I can't do it anymore. As a kid, I'd be like,
that explains that you ate too much candy as a young age.
It was so good. How could I not? I eat tons of other things.
Scream? They're making a new Scream movie in 2022.
Not a fan.
I love the Scream movie.
That was later. That was. I'm an old school horror guy, so
I haven't seen any trailers for any of these yet, except for one, maybe two movies.
We saw Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. It's not quite a horror film, but it's paranormal. It has ghosts.
You know, it's good enough.
Yeah. So they are making a new Ghostbusters movie. It looks like it could be more promising. It could be better than that other one they made it like maybe 4 years ago. And I saw an Instagram post, and I don't remember who posted it, but someone was complaining that people didn't like the other Ghostbusters movie, the reboot, because it had an all-female cast. That's not why we don't like that Ghostbusters movie.
No, not that.
We don't like it because it was written badly. The jokes weren't funny. It just wasn't good.
My favorite thing
it had nothing to do with the actresses.
So I was bellaching about it before we went and saw it, and you're like, "We gotta go see it. We gotta go see it." I'm like, "Okay."
I had to try. As a Ghostbuster fan, I had to at least try it.
It's not because of the female. It's like I don't know. It's not a. It's a reboot. It's not even a continuation. Yeah. Right there.
I don't like reboots.
Like it's an iconic.
I really don't.
Like why would you have to redo the original Ghostbusters?
I mean, I'll give them a chance and watch.
That movie sucks so bad you had to remake it? No way.
No.
Those CGI effects that they had back then, the practical stuff, that stuff, man.
That looked the best.
And they make TV shows that look like that now, babe. It's so stupid. So why remake it? So they remade it.
Yeah.
And they didn't do a good job on the reboot. I didn't like it, apparently. But the best thing is, so we're sitting in a movie theater, and I'm sitting there not trying to say anything. I'm supporting, a big fan is at least I'm a big fan of that. I mean, I saw it when it came out originally.
I even bought a pack of Ecto coolers.
Yes.
I even had like my Ghostbuster shirt on.
No lie, sitting there, you were on the other side of me here.
Yeah.
Sitting there in a movie theater, 20 minutes into the film, I look over at you and you couldn't be. You're like got that like someone farted look on your face.
I had just this disappointed. I was so disappointed from the Ghostbusters. The reboot.
We're like 25 half-hour minutes in this movie, and you don't like it? I'm like, I'm not trying to say I told you so, but yeah, and it just was bad. And
it was so bad, and it's not that the actresses are bad. It was
the
written.
Premise of the movie.
It was written that poorly.
Our opinion.
And thank you, Albert, for the $10 super chat.
Oh,
That's really sweet.
The king. All right, thank you.
From
Albert.
Patrick and Mariah. They love the cat story. Aww.
Oh boy.
He's watching with his kitties.
He's got a whole new chapter. I can't wait to see what he does with the cats, with the ones he gets. It's going to be fun.
Aww.
To watch their and we'll go visit.
He's a new cat dad.
I'm going to visit them. But so Ghostbusters, the reboot with, the cast from Bridesmaids pretty much, which Bridesmaids is a hilarious movie.
That movie is really funny. And yeah, most of the actresses that were in Ghostbusters were in Bridesmaids. Yeah. And they're great actresses. It's just the writing sucked. Kristen Wiig in Bridesmaids is immaculate. It was a bad story. It wasn't funny. Yeah. I don't think I laughed at any of the jokes in that Ghostbusters reboot. Because it was that bad. It was doofy. It wasn't good. Sorry. Yeah. Just saying. In our opinion. But this new trailer looks like they might have figured it out. Yeah, it has the one boy from Stranger Things in it with the curly hair. He's in like every movie now. Okay. He's popular now. But just give it. But it looks like they're actually sticking to the actual Bill Murray. I have an idea. Nora, thank you for the $14.99 super chat. Yeah. I'm sending this in honor of Albert and his new fur babies. Awesome. Aw, thank you. It will definitely help. Trust us. Yes, but it looks like they did with. I think most Ghostbusters fans said, "Hey,
You know what? If these guys are too old to be ghost busting, maybe they've passed and maybe they help out a younger generation as ghosts. I think that could be a cool idea.
Well, I said this years ago. Why didn't they just have like the daughters and sons, like the descendants of the original Ghostbusters?
You could put it a couple of generations ahead, like all the ghosts
or
have
a
been...
niece or nephew or something. Just have maybe the relatives of the original Ghostbusters kind of take over.
Because you could create a whole
carry
mythos.
on the Ghostbusters legacy.
You could totally say, you could go back in time and have a story that says, you know, the original Ghostbusters crew like sealed that rift between the supernatural and whatever so good that years have passed. I mean, maybe a generation or even two has passed, but then that rift opens up and you can drag these guys out of the mothballs, so to speak. Not that these guys are in the mothballs, because Rick Moranis left that franchise, the Phrases family. Bill Murray is friggin' Bill Murray. Dan Aykroyd's friggin' Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, they were all awesome.
Ernie Hudson's I mean, these guys are still super guys.
Yeah.
But if you want to say, well, maybe they're too old, whatever Hollywood's vision of like who should be busting ghosts should be, well, then bring them back as maybe, interdimensional. Maybe they have all passed away since, and they come back to help the kids fight in spirit form.
Kind of like a friendly ghost like Slimer or Casper.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's what you're going to see here, because I don't think they didn't show anything in the previews that show those guys coming back yet.
Not yet.
But if they do, it may be spirit. That's
we have lots of comments to read.
My guess.
So let's catch up on comments.
Yeah.
Then we can talk about some other stuff.
Yeah, Ghostbusters are great.
This isn't, for some reason, it's like not always loading. There it goes. Can't wait for the Capitol's reopening, says Nora. Yes. We are missing the Capitol Theater.
Yeah.
I hope they do reopen soon. Cleveland, the people in Cleveland need the Capitol Theater. They do. Here's a funny story, Nora. So we actually saw Kenny Crumpton from Channel 8 at the theater.
Limit the information.
And yeah, he was.
He was in good company.
He was in good company. He was hanging out with some friends. It was fun.
He had a friend on each arm.
Yeah.
Kenny's doing good.
So yeah, that was it was just funny to see him there.
Kenny's my spirit host. He knows how to live life.
What are the other ones?
I saw something that I wanted to talk about that someone made I can't find it now. Anyway.
I think the character, Gary says, I think one of the characters in the new Ghostbusters films is a son of the Harold Ramis character. Yeah, he's the son of...
okay, so... Yeah. Well, I think Ramis is coming back as his self.
The son of Egon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
or grandson of Egon.
No, not Elmus. No, but what's his name? The other one, not Ramos. He's dead. Rick Moranis is coming back in this movie.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't think he was doing acting
anymore.
He hasn't been. He was only in like a few movies, right?
Yeah.
Rick Moranis.
Well, he was in a lot of movies, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and a bunch of other stuff, but...
After a while, though, he stopped, or wasn't in as much.
Someone mentioned about somebody choking out Steven Seagal, and I can't...
They keep talking about Steven Seagal now. Look what you started.
William Rusho said, missed the show last week. We didn't have a show last week, but he does have...
Yeah, we weren't on last week.
Did you talk about Steven Seagal getting choked out by Jean LaBelle? I think Pete told us about that.
Yes, we've heard that story.
He was choked out by a wrestler. So
a wrestler was like beating him up. Yeah.
Well,
that's funny.
Steven, well, I don't know.
He's so many bad Seagal movies. So cheesy.
Anyway,
we couldn't show any of them, but
yeah, Rick Moranis was part of SCTV. It was big.
You could watch them on your own time.
Back in the late 70s, early 80s.
Look up the cheesy movies.
So looking forward to that. What else?
Okay, so Resident Evil. They're doing another Resident Evil, and I don't know if it's a sequel or if it's a reboot. I don't know.
The first one.
If you guys have seen a trailer or any info on it, put it in the comments. But the first Resident Evil movie I really liked. Some of the video games I really enjoyed. Some of them are really creepy and tough to play.
I remember seeing the first Resident Evil movie in the theaters, and I didn't play the games. The last video games I played were probably like at home. Were like Atari 5200.
I remember the first one for PlayStation.
I had a PlayStation, but then I never played it.
And the graphics are all blocky and choppy, but I would still get freaked out. Like, oh no, there's a zombie!
But that, yeah, well, it reminds me of the House of the Dead too. That was a fun game to
House
play.
of the Dead is a really fun
It's
video
a good
game.
look with the plastic guns.
With the gun?
Yeah, in the arcade.
You play it on this, it was for Sega Dreamcast.
Yeah, but they had the arcade game.
And then they had the arcade version, House of the Dead.
That you sat in? Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But I went and saw the first Resident Evil, and I didn't know anything about it at all. I didn't know an Umbrella Corporation from, anything else. So I was pleasantly surprised. I don't even know why I saw it, but maybe because what's her name? Mila Jovovich is in it. Maybe because she's been in a bunch of movies before that I thought were good. Okay.
A lot of fans like her.
So I went and saw it, and I was pleasantly surprised how good it was for something that was just based on a video game. It should have been a total throwaway movie.
It was decent, yeah.
But I thought it was kind of cool. Mm-hmm. I never saw anybody. Well, I think one of the scenes that got me is the guy in the tunnel that security tunnel.
Yes.
Where if you didn't do the right thing, those lasers would cross and cut you into like cheese cubes.
Into little bits, yeah.
Holy I've never seen that before.
So it was gross.
What the F?
Yeah.
Where did that come in? What am I seeing here? I thought it was kind of good. Kind of weird. But it was good. But all in all, it was a decent movie.
And so you guys remember the Candyman? They're coming out with another Candyman movie. This one's a reboot. I don't know why they're rebooting Candyman because the original Candyman movie was really, really good.
Well, come up with something else.
And I don't think you need to reboot it, honestly.
Re-release it. Hey, do a class. They have done that kind of a thing where they re-release a movie, and the original movie, and just call it a re-release. Mm-hmm. Come up with your own friggin' character. Does it have to be the Candyman? Can it be something? Now, who's doing it though? Is Peele doing it?
I think Jordan Peele is putting it together, but
to be quite honest, I'm not a real fan of the first one, the original.
I liked it. I liked the first one and second one. I didn't watch the other ones.
I don't remember anything about it. He had a hook.
He had a hook for a hand.
Some bees. Why?
And you would say Candyman 3 times in the mirror.
Well, what's the hook got to do with being a bee guy? It's kind
his hand. He was tortured in the past, and his spirit comes back.
All right. Well,
he's like trying to get revenge or something. Yeah, you'll have to watch it, Grimm. It's actually a good movie. I really liked it.
I don't. I have to. Okay, I will revisit it. I will watch it.
Yeah,
again.
he was. You'll see. I can't give everything away if you haven't seen it.
We were talking about movies earlier when we were watching the movie we showed last night or tonight, and the movie we talked about was Seven.
Oh, that movie's
the Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman movie.
Yeah.
I saw that movie once. I own it on DVD.
What is it? Okay. Go ahead.
I'm talking about movies. I saw that movie once at the movie theater. I own it, but I don't think I've ever watched it again. I can't remember. But that's one of those movies that I saw once, and I remember everything about it. And then I see Candyman. I can't even tell you.
Kind of like the movie Found.
Well, no one will know that.
It's an independent movie called Found, and it's very disturbing.
I did watch it again this year, and I wish I did.
I think if you watch it once, that's enough because it kind of stays in your head for a few days after you watch it.
So your question was, why are you talking about that? I'll tell you why I'm talking about that particular
And then let's go back to comments when you're done. There's a ton of comments coming through.
When it comes to anything, music, movies, whatever, any kind of entertainment, it's interesting when you think about all the stuff you've seen and what sticks with you and what doesn't. Because some things play to your sensibilities more and rock you more than other things. Talking about Candyman, for me, in general, whether it be genre of horror or just movies in general, I don't remember a lot of that movie. But there are other movies like Seven, like I can name a bunch of them, that I saw once, and it's like I saw them yesterday. Wow. I don't know how it's really weird. So, yeah, but Candyman didn't move me.
Oh, James sent us a super chat. Thank you, James.
Whoa. Thank you, James.
Thank you for the super chat.
That is very, very nice. Thank you.
All right, let's read the comments. Kirk says, the monkey man, fart 3 times in the mirror and he appears. Ha ha ha.
It could happen.
Let's see.
Lois is tapping out. Good night, Lois.
Good night, Lois.
Sorry. I keep hanging this thing.
Tony Todd was awesome, says Juliet. Yes, Tony Todd was awesome. He is an amazing actor. So I do love those first 2 Candyman movies.
Albert said he almost broke out his Atari 5200 the other day. They're around.
Atari 5200. So Albert, I don't know if you noticed it on yours. The controllers on the Atari 5200 break really easy. those joysticks. So if both of your controllers still work, that's awesome.
Do you need a pair of glasses you can push up in the middle as you talk?
I know, I'm totally having a nerd moment right now. But the Atari 5200, I had one and the controllers would break really easy and then it was hard to replace. I don't know if you might be able to like rewire them and fix them. I just wasn't that crafty. And that thing's like a dinosaur. The Atari 5200, I think that's bigger than an Xbox.
People think if they fart 3 times in the mirror, I'll appear. You never know.
Maybe.
Give it a try.
Maybe you guys could try it. I mean.
But you have to put the mirror on the floor.
Don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, thank you, Nora, for the reminder.
And the subscribe button.
Yes, there's 46 of you guys watching right now. Can we get 46 likes? Hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit subscribe and click the little bell for notifications.
Bing!
So if we go live or if we upload something, you guys out there will be the first to be notified.
Yay!
So that way you don't miss any content.
Why would you want to miss this content? It's like content you never heard or seen before.
But yeah, we want to do more with YouTube. We have a lot of video that we've recorded in the past couple weeks. I need to get a new computer to do YouTube editing. Grimm does a lot of editing for our show, but he also has to do a lot of other computer work, so Grimm can't do everything. He needs my help. So once we get our new computer up and going, I can do YouTube videos. So that's so we're kind of behind on that, you know, and then we were babysitting a cat, so.
Kirk Harrington. Oh my gosh.
What did Kirk say?
Don't get me on this, Jag.
Uh-oh.
He said, thank goodness they might redo Van Helsing. Oh my God.
Oh no. Well, if they remake it, I hope it's good.
I swear to God.
I hope it's good.
Like I said before on this program, on this little thing we do, I really did try to watch it. I rented it from the library or something maybe a couple years ago. And I had to turn it off. I was really that
movie's bad. We've talked about that a couple times.
I can't believe how bad. I mean, that is a bad movie.
Yeah, okay. So let's move on. Malignant comes out later this year. Malignant. I saw some info on it. It's about a girl who was getting some weird visions and dreams, like really brutal visions, very violent. And then it turns out that it's true stuff. Like she's getting these visions, like dreams of there's like a killer on the loose or something. So it's a new horror film, not a reboot. So it might be, you know, it might be decent in an original horror film. You know, maybe it could be good to watch. So yeah, that was my little list of upcoming horror films that we want to look out for. If you guys see the trailers of it, if any of the movies look good, or if I missed any horror films coming out, put it in the comments. Maybe there's some indie movies coming out that we missed.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah. Let's see. What else? Oh, you guys probably aren't good. There's a new Monster High doll series and cartoon series coming out. I know. Corny, right? But yeah, I think the Monster High stuff is cute. So yeah, Nickelodeon's putting out a Monster High cartoon, and then they're coming out with a new series of dolls this fall.
Yeah. Keep going.
So yeah. There's going to be like a play series, like for kiddos, the mini monsters, and then there's going to be like a collector's series. So some of them are kind of cool looking, like they're monster Barbie dolls. It's kind of fun. Mego too has a whole series. Like Megos are back, and they've been doing a lot of monster Megos, so we've been collecting some of those. I got a glow-in-the-dark Nosferatu one recently. Like Target and Walmart have them. Sometimes Amazon has them.
Right.
So those are fun. All right, let's check comments.
Intriguing conversation.
Monster High stuff is cute. I would buy it if I felt cool enough to.
You still can.
You can still buy it.
Albert compliments us saying a great show so far. Well.
Oh, thank you, Albert. We like hanging with you guys.
We're just hanging out. I don't know.
If you know what, the Monster High stuff and the action figures and the Megos, it's you know, like it's fun. It's like your inner mini monster, your inner kid.
James Muscarella says he didn't say that, I said that. But he says there's a new Indiana Jones movie coming out, and I think they're going to do something weird. They're going to do something where he digs up bones and he finds out they're his bones.
Ooh,
Wouldn't that be cool?
Maybe.
He like, what do you call that?
Uncovers himself.
Yeah. How
Maybe
cool would
it's
that
like
be?
some weird. Well, we don't know for sure. We don't know the story.
These are my bones. Is Fedora's fossilized? I don't know.
Halloween 3 Living Dead dolls coming soon.
Ooh. Living Dead dolls. They haven't been out in a while.
Those are cool. Yeah, I didn't know they were still making Living Dead dolls. I think I have a couple here, and then I used to sell some of them. I would find some at yard sales and sell them.
Yeah.
But I don't find those too often. Most people keep those if they collect them. Now, last year they did make a Monster High Pennywise doll. It was Monster High, but it was Pennywise the Clown. And it was for the collectors. It wasn't like one for kids to play with. And then The Shining, they made the Shining twins. So that would be cool to see if they come out with the more like movie-themed Monster High dolls.
Ah.
Some of those could be like real collectible.
Monster High Torgo doll.
Torgo doll. Maybe, ooh, a Monster High Vampira doll.
Nobody knows whose that is, though.
Everyone knows Vampira.
I thought Monster High was a doll thing when it first came out. That was about like, surfers or something. Like, dude, Monster High, bro. Woo. Sounds like a stoner doll line, anyway.
No, they're monsters.
I know.
They're
what
like
they
the
is.
daughters of the original monsters.
I know what they is.
It's cute. My favorite is Cleo Denial. Of course,
Well.
She's my favorite.
Gary Smith says Indiana Jones in his new movie goes into a temple and then forgets what he went in there for. I did that in the kitchen just a few minutes ago. The hell am I? Oh yeah, ice. Yeah.
Or he has an accident. Indiana Jones in the Temple of Poop.
And the diaper of doom. Da, 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 da. Where's my diaper? Jeez Louise. If a vampire doll would be great. What about?
Maybe I should make a vampire doll.
Zachary.
Or a Zachary doll. Ooh, that would be cool. What's that comment?
Jim Hearn says if you want to see a good movie, watch a movie called Ink.
Made and produced by Jamin Winans and wife. It is about dreams and nightmares. It's been out for about 10 years, but really flew under the radar.
Ink. I-N-K, huh?
I-N-K, Ink. Jim Hearns.
James Muscarello says, I would love to have an Elvira doll.
I think
there's
they do.
a lot of those out there.
They make a ton of Elvira
There's
stuff.
been several different, there's Funko Pops.
Yeah, she's...
And there's actual, Mego type dolls that aren't by Mego, I don't think. Well, yeah, there's a lot of Elvira
figures
merch. Yeah. Just go on eBay, look up Elvira action figure or doll, James. You'll find stuff. Might be a little pricey, but you'll find it.
Oh yeah, there's lots of that stuff on Amazon and eBay.
Yeah, I mean,
sure
all this stuff see, that's the thing with this, with the local celebrities.
Just Google it. Yeah. There's lots.
Yes, I like the first 3 Indiana Jones movies are good. Crystal Skull, kind of wacko, not as good.
Well, let's see. We talked about Halloween stuff coming out on the store shelves soon.
Yes.
We talked about upcoming horror films. We've talked about some movies that we should watch, opinions on movies.
Yeah, so
updates.
Kirk Harrington said he watched a movie by Guillermo del Toro called The Orphanage recently. Found it at a flea market, loved it. Have you seen that movie?
No, but I heard it was good.
We own it.
I haven't seen it. We haven't? I guess we need to try it.
Okay, let me just say one thing that I said earlier. Again, I saw that movie once. I remember it's so great.
It's stuck in your head that good.
That I own it, but I haven't watched it again. But I would love to watch it with you. Almost like Pan's Labyrinth. Saw it once. Messed my head up a little bit.
Right.
But have you seen Pan's Labyrinth?
Mm-hmm. Oof. It's good.
Oofa. Good one though.
So we forgot to mention this too.
Dead Alive sucks.
Before we wrap things up here.
No, that's a great movie.
Dead Alive is, oh my
God.
Much
fun.
Dead Alive is amazing.
That's a fun movie. Not Scream for me.
Fun movie. Super gory. It's actually one of the goriest movies of all time.
So how could you like Scream when you have something like that that's in the same genre but way better than Scream?
Well, it doesn't. It's different styles. I love the Scream series.
Ain't that good?
I think it's very good.
You got to get what's his name out of it.
You just have a dumb opinion.
No, I don't.
And it's my opinion on your opinion.
You know what I don't like in that movie is that Arquette guy.
David Arquette?
With that bad mustache.
I thought he was cute when I was a younger mummy.
Taken way out of the movie when I see him.
I thought he was cute and dorky.
Don't like it. Don't like it.
No.
Sorry.
I love those movies. They're great.
It's like with Jeff
Goldblum.
Scream
5 was fun.
Not 5?
Scream 5, yeah.
Oh, vey. I don't even mean that.
Because there was a funny thing at the end.
Was that one where Busta Rhymes?
I don't remember now.
No,
that was Halloween. He was in Halloween.
Okay, I don't remember. These movies, they get so crazy with all this stuff. I will be sleeping on the couch tonight, Kirk says. Shaggy was in Scream.
Where were we even going with this? Okay, updates.
About how Scream was, talking about Scream.
Well, you just like to bash that movie that I liked.
I just didn't like it. It has nothing to do with you liking it. I just didn't stick with me.
Okay. Movie and Toy Collector. Wow. Oh my God. Thank you.
Holy man.
A 1999 super chat.
Goodness, grape juice.
To the cat rescuers and the crypt kitties. Digging the new mummy footwear too. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, they noticed your new comfortable shoes.
They noticed everything. They also noticed I didn't have my laser eye today.
Oh, did they really?
Someone commented that
You didn't pay the bill. So.
I didn't put the eyeball in today. Yeah.
Hey.
I've got some mummy platform shoes on. So
Gene Simmons at a yard sale.
Yeah, trying something different here. So yeah, we're gonna have a local TV cameo. Another one.
We are. Very brief, but
very brief.
It counts.
In August. So
we'll talk about it more when we get closer.
We'll talk about it once it gets closer. But we were asked by a local television show to send in a little video.
And we did.
So we're gonna be on for 2 weeks, we'll be on 2 different local channels. And
we'll show you after it airs what they didn't show. Because we have the unedited.
We can put it on our YouTube later after
they air. We have the unedited submission.
After they air theirs.
We submitted it and they had to chop it up a little because, of course,
right.
We rule. No, we did something a little risque.
I guess it was too risque for what they considered tasteful.
People still
it really wasn't that big of a deal. But
people like Will Krisman can't believe that Elvira's a redhead. Yeah, she doesn't wear that wig every day.
No, Cassandra Peterson is naturally a redhead.
Yeah. Albert Matelski. Which 13 goes, Albert? The William Castle one or that weird remake they made? I don't know.
But we're also going to be working with some other horror hosts.
That's true.
We had some horror hosts message us wanting to collab for some Halloween specials.
That's right.
So we have there's one in Michigan that we're hoping that we can work with if we plan it right.
Yep.
Or at least send each other video if we don't get to meet up. And then there's one where we're going to do a skit for them.
That's right. So we got some more stuff in the works with crossovers and dealing with some other horror hosts, which we're looking forward to, of course.
The more the scarier.
That's right.
Right?
There's plenty of room in the coffin for all of us. That's right.
To quote Count Gore Duvall. Mm-hmm. And he was one of the first horror hosts to welcome us into horror hosting.
Into the fold.
Into the,
under his bat wing.
There you go. Him and a ghastly ghoul were both very kind to me. When I was starting out as a fresh mummy horror host.
Yeah, well,
All right, so let's read the comments and then let's wrap it up here.
Do we have to?
We're winding down.
No, I'm not. I'm just getting started. Woohoo!
Juliet says, awesome. Love all horror hosts. Awesome.
Yeah.
Will says, Lamia is very good. Okay. James Kirk says, redheads have the most fun. Alrighty.
Yeah, but they only have fun when you know they're a redhead. Elvira is her character.
So if you're a redhead, are you a ginger? And according to South Park, gingers don't have souls.
Who's our favorite horror host? That's
easy.
I'm teasing. Who's your favorite horror host? That's easy.
My favorite?
Yeah, of course. The one who started it all?
The one who started it all?
Yeah.
Probably.
Your favorite horror host. That's a good.
It's hard to pick just one. Was someone asking? Is that? Or are you just asking?
No, someone asked.
Oh, someone asked. Okay. Oh God.
John Biggins asked that.
Well, I grew up watching Big Chuck and Little John, so they're one of my favorites.
You're stealing mine. Well, then mine's Hula.
I like the Ghoul, but I don't. It's hard because I don't want to upset people and say I like one over the other.
Your approach is 100% right, and I'll tell you why.
I love Vampira and
Even though
Zachary
she
because they started it all.
But I think that's very, very cool that you went back to what you remembered first.
Yes.
And I would have to do the same thing and
it's what you remembered first.
It would have to be Houlihan and Big Chuck.
What you grew up with, yeah.
Which is a local Cleveland, Northeast Ohio.
I remember eating KFC with my little brother, and we were sitting right in front of the TV watching Big Chuck and Little John. I didn't pay much attention to the movie parts, but when they were on, I would watch them.
There you go.
But I was, a little mummy.
So yeah, I hate to disappoint if you don't know some of these people we're talking about, but yeah, mine would have to be, based on that criteria, Houlihan and Big Chuck from the 70s, from the early, they were on the late 60s. Mm-hmm. I was just born then. But anyway, but to the late 70s when he took off, and then Little John came on in the early 80s. But yeah, so mine would have to be Houlihan and Big Chuck with the Ghoul, because he was on in the early 70s too.
Yeah, I liked the Ghoul, but I didn't get to watch the Ghoul until when he was on WBNX.
Yeah,
and then later on, when people started putting things on YouTube, I saw the old 1970s and 80s Ghoul clips. So I saw some of that.
So these guys, and the thing about, if you like Big Chuck, no matter in what incarnation, whether it was Little John or Houlihan, mm-hmm. the guy goes back to the Ghoulardi days. He produced, or he helped put out Ghoulardi's show in the 60s. So yeah. Big Chuck Shadowski has huge roots in the Cleveland horror host / movie host TV history. So
the best location in the nation.
Yeah, so that's our Mount Rushmore. Ghoulardi, or super host Ghoulardi, Big Chuck, Little John, and Houlihan, of course. Those are the guys.
Now, as a female, as a horror hostess, I like to look at because there was Tarantula Ghoul.
No, but that's so obscure.
There's some really obscure ones from different cities. Ghoulita, Queen of the Graveyard.
You didn't grow up with
them. No, or the Mae West of the Graveyard. Yeah, no, I didn't grow up with them, but I like the history of it. I appreciate the history of it. So I look up different. It's fun to look up and read about. Your answer what their lives were like, or what show they did.
So your answer to the initial question, who's your favorite horror host, is yes.
All of them.
Yes. Okay.
All of the hosts. Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Thank you, Albert.
No, the band, yes, actually were horror hosts.
Thank you, Albert. Cool. You guys are great tonight, as always. This one's for me. The kittens got hold of my credit card.
They will do that. Be very careful of that.
They might go on Chewy.com and go shopping.
It's funny. I can't remember the name of the book, but Frank Conniff from the Mads, Mystery Science Theater 3000, the original Mad guy, he wrote a book about his cat suing him in court. It's like the cats versus Frank Conniff or something.
Cat versus the humans. Yeah.
So that was kind of funny. Imagine that. So Bobby Harvey's signing off. I think we wore Bobby Harvey out.
Well, gang,
he might be right.
You're wearing. I'm tired too. So.
Okay, so let's retire tonight's show. It was groovy. It was fun. Mm-hmm. This was an emotional roller coaster of a show.
Yeah, and it really kind of set our week. Our week was kind of weird because of the cat stuff.
But it got taken care of.
We were trying to get everything done on top of our other work and
Everyone's
stuff.
happy. Yeah. Everyone's where they need to be now.
But it's all good now. It's the weekend. And Louie wants your attention.
He does. I'm getting Louie taps.
Louie's happy because now he gets more attention.
Come here, Louie. Here, say goodbye to everybody with me.
He was getting jealous. Who's this other kid?
Come here, Bubba. Let's go.
All right, guys. Good night. Good fright.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on the Mummy and the Monkeys
Hairy Scary
Hangover. Rova. Bye. Louie's hitting the mouse.